Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Simnaya. Onaya Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. I am very grateful to everybody for all the support you all are giving to Burkina Faso and also Ibrahim Traore. You all are doing amazingly great. And I am going to hope that you all continue to put your eyes on them and what is going on in Burkina Faso. One thing about what is going on in Africa is that once somebody stands up against the Westerner, it becomes a problem because why? The Africans, we've always had puppets as presidents. That is what it is, and that is how it's been. It's either you are for the Westerner or you are out of the position. So majority of them dance to their own tune. But I am going to ask, for how long are they going to continue to dance to their own tune against our own wishes? Because this is not what we wish for African as a continent. For how long? I love the fact that Ibrahim Traore made that decision how France left, because now that they are running up and down, they are running up and down because the natural resources that they are able to get from Burkina Faso, they are no longer getting it. Like, how are they supposed to be losing? Now, I want you all that are living in Western world, I want you all to know that the majority of all the things that you all have are the things that African gave you, because you all are wealthy because of the things they steal from Africa down to your country. And when Africans stand up, it is a bad thing for you to speak up. They call you a dictator when you are fighting for the rights of your people. Let's get into this.
Ibrahim Traore represents the people. That is why he's very popular across Africa. It's gone beyond Africa even. You see, a lot of people are kind of not shocked, but they don't understand why Ibrahim Traore is so popular across Africa, for example. Because if you understand African politics and the diversity of Africa, you will know that we are very divided people. But Ibrahim Traore has been able to bring Africans from the southern part of Africa to the eastern part of Africa to the central part of Africa to the western part of Africa together. You know why? Because Ibrahim Traore, from his actions, not from blah, 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 he backs it up. From his actions, he has shown that he cares for his people. Period. That is all. That is all. That is why Ibrahim Traore is very popular across Africa and beyond. Because from his actions, keyword actions, he has shown that he cares for his people. And as Africans, I hope I don't tear up because this is something that really gets me emotional. As Africans, one thing we have never experienced, one thing I have never experienced as a Nigerian, I can speak for myself. I have never experienced what it's like to have a president or a leader that truly cared about me. And that's tough to say. And I'm not alone. This is across almost every African country, if not all. That is why you see Nigerians, despite our chaos, when we see him, we're like, ah, man, this guy is good. Ghanaians, when they see him, they're like, man, this guy cares, man. You know? Because a lot of us don't know what it's like to have leaders that give a shit about us, bruv. We don't know. That is why you see Africans cheering him up, because we are like, wow, so this is what it's like to have a president that's fighting for us in our corner. You know, he's with us. You know? I don't think people understand how hurtful this is. This hurts me a lot. Sometimes this thing gets me emotional because I'm like, hi. So am I going to go the rest of my life and not know what it's like to have a leader, a president that I know thinks about me and my well-being? We don't know. We don't know what that feels like. That's why when we go to Europe and we see how, the president is fighting for his people, he's arguing, you can see the passion. He's doing policies, creating this for the people. We're like, man, wow. You're lucky, yo. Yeah, it's as simple as that. He has shown from his actions that he cares about his people. And a lot of us Africans don't know what that feels like. That's why we support him. And another thing that people need to understand is that another reason why Ibrahim Traore is popular is because not only does he stand with his people and fight in their corner, he is bold enough to call out the hypocrisy that he sees. That is all we ask as Africans. You see, let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys something about us Africans. I will say yes, us Africans, because I understand what we all want as Africans. We just want good leadership. Yeah. And it breaks my heart that a lot of African leaders don't understand this. Us Africans, we are very low maintenance. I'm telling you, we are not a tough people to manage. Give us the basic infrastructure, give us policy, make us safe. That's pretty much it. Build the infrastructure, maintain infrastructure, give us jobs, create systems that work. That's it. That's it. Yeah, especially in Nigeria. We don't need too much. Just to give us the basics, we'll take care of the rest. If you want to carry money, who cares? Just give us something back. That's it. That's it. Just create infrastructure. If you want to take money, let me tell you something. I will focus on Nigeria because I know Nigeria more than I know other countries, but I'm sure it's pretty much the same. Most Nigerians wouldn't be bothered if a politician took money from public funds if that politician was actually doing the job. Pretty much. Imagine if a politician across Africa, or let's say Nigeria, right? This politician building roads, creating conducive environment for jobs. Everything is moving. The economy is rising. Everything is good. People it's a decent society. Oh, that politician stole, I don't know, $30 million. I can guarantee you most Nigerians will be like, oh, well, you shouldn't have stolen, but okay. Anyway, you understand? That's us. As long as you give us back what we need, do whatever you want to do. Of course, don't go crazy. That's what Burkina Faso is doing. That's what Captain Ibrahim Traore is doing. He is giving back to the people, and the people are enough. They're happy. But the West don't like that. Because the West, they are scared of a truly independent Africa. Because a truly independent Africa, you know what that means for the West? They're not superior anymore. You have to understand something. From a Western lens, we as Black Africans particularly, we are supposed to be at the bottom. From the lens of the West, the Black African, the Black man in general, the Black people in general, are supposed to be at the bottom. We are the laughing stock. We are supposed to be the quote-unquote savages. We are supposed to be the stupid, undeveloped, always fighting people, not knowing that it's the West that is behind every single chaos that we are facing right now across Black African countries. It is the West. So when they see a leader like Captain Ibrahim Traore, who is trying to get his country on act, it goes against that narrative. And when you have one, there's going to be two. When there's two, there's going to be three. Hence, you have the Sahel Alliance, right? And when you have three, there's going to be four. Hence, you have Senegal slowly phasing out as well. And when you have four, you're going to have five, you're going to have six. It's going to spread. So they are trying to stop it before it becomes a whole thing. But I think it's too late. Does that make sense? So that is why it is very important for us as Africans to not let this moment pass us by. This is our own Thomas Sankara. Captain Ibrahim Traore is our own Patrice Lumumba. They may have different stories, of course. I understand that. But for me, we have to look at this moment 10 years from now. We have to look at this moment 20 years from now. How are we going to feel in 10 years as Africans when we look back at this era? Are we going to say, yes, we used our voices to protect him? Yes, he inspired us to create a new generation. Yes, we protected him. Or are we going to look back and say, man, just adding to the tally of wasted good leadership across Africa? I am Mr. Kingsley, and just here to remind you, all eyes on Burkina Faso, all eyes on Captain Ibrahim Traore. Love you all. Thank you.
Guys, we need to keep Captain Ibrahim Traore in our prayers. We need to pray to God Almighty that the Lord covers this man, because he is doing God's work in Africa. There have been almost 20 assassination attempts on this man. They are coming for his life like nobody's business. They are trying to lie about this man, to say that he's a ruthless dictator who doesn't want democracy for his countries, XYZ, just as an excuse to go in, kill him, and, just really mess up the country and extract the resources. But you know why? That's not going to work. What you did to Gaddafi is not going to work in this day and age, because you know what? We've got social media and we can see what this man is doing to change his country. We could see with our eyes that he's doing it for the better. You may have been able to get away with lying about Gaddafi, all right? You may have been able to get away with that because social media wasn't that big back then. But now we can see it with our eyes. The change that he's doing for his country is astounding, and he's far from the wicked dictator that you are trying to paint him to be. Any weapon formed against him and his country shall not prosper. In just 3 years, he cleared Burkina Faso's national debt. He cleared it. He's building roads. He's building schools. He's made free education for all those in his country. He's taken charge of the gold mines in Burkina Faso, okay? He's taken responsibility for refining his own gold and not relying on Western powers who are just exploiting the country, taking all the gold, taking all the resources, and paying these poor people in Africa pennies for the resources. I'm from Ghana, and this man is so well respected in my country. And the way this man has transformed, absolutely transformed his country in such a short amount of time has just shone a light on how pathetic these African leaders are. The other African leaders have been heads of state, like I said, for decades and not done one single thing. They've taken the money for themselves to send their children to private schools in Europe. They've just been pocketing the money, not caring about the people. Ibrahim Traore's work has shone a light on all the corruption in Africa. In 3 years, look at what the man has done. In 3 years, he's done more than even some European leaders have done in their own countries. 3 years. And it shows we can do it. We can do it. But our leaders just do not want to. The Saudi government actually offered this man, and bear in mind, this man is a Muslim man, Captain Ibrahim Traore. He's a Muslim man. The Saudi government offered to build 40 mosques or a certain amount of mosques nationwide in Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Traore said, "Thank you for your kindness, but we need the money to invest in our country. We could think about building the mosques later, but we don't need that right now. We need money to help develop the people." They kicked France out and their military bases. They've started making their own cars, producing their own tires. They've literally said, we have everything we need in Mother Africa. We do not depend on the rest of the world. Everything we need is under our feet. Why are we depending on foreign powers who their countries are not rich in natural resources? France is not known for their natural resources, yet they were exporting gold in large quantities, not from their own soil, but off the back of the miners in Burkina Faso, you know. So it's just this mindset of, we've got everything we need in Africa. We don't need France. France need us. And what I'm going to say is, if they kill President Ibrahim Traore, if they kill him, okay, which is what they're planning to do, all right? If they unalive him, nobody should complain. No one should complain about mass immigration into Europe from Africa, okay? Because this man is building an Africa where we are self-reliant. We don't need to go to Europe. Our parents, our, families, they don't feel like they need to go outside the country to have a better future. He is the beginning, the genesis of a self-sufficient and a self-reliant Africa. And of course, they want to stop this. So if they unalive this man, I don't want to hear anybody complaining about, oh, there's so many Africans in Europe, we need to limit mass immigration from these poor shithole countries. Shithole countries is what Trump called Africa, full of shithole countries, right? Like, this guy is setting the foundation for a self-reliant Africa where Africans rely on Africans. It's interdependence, not independence. But yeah, let's keep Ibrahim Traore in our prayers. Let's pray for his safety, pray for his good health and longevity, because he is laying the foundation of a strong and self-sufficient Africa. He is the voice of the African people, the young, intelligent Africans who are just full of life, all right? We are crying for change. It's just that our leaders don't want change. And Ibrahim Traore has shown us that if we get the right leaders, Africa is just unstoppable.
If anything happened to Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso, then the rest of the world will know that Africans are not cowards. Listen and listen carefully. I don't know who you are, I don't know where you are. In the days of ignorance, our leaders, our great minds were taken advantage of. But we are no longer in that generation. This is another generation. And the level we are ready to go to save Africa, to build Africa, to support Africa, to give our best to Africa, no one can imagine it. For some of us, we have been waiting, we have been preparing, we have been getting ready mentally, emotionally, skill-wise for this generation, for this time to come. Nobody should allow anybody from anywhere to manipulate our system, our people anymore. If it means educating our people, we will continue to educate our people. What is this thing all about? The resources of Africa. Why are they so interested in the gold in Burkina Faso? Why are they so interested in how Ibrahim Traore goes about fixing his country? All this propaganda and all kinds of stuff that is coming out just to make sure to mess this young man up is not going to be tolerated. It's not going to be tolerated. Every African, every black person on the face of the earth, this is the time to rise and give your support to Burkina Faso and the rest of Africa. You shouldn't be sleeping. The past leaders, they have disappointed us. And we cannot afford to disappoint the next generation. We've got the mind. We can think. We have the understanding. We've got the power. We've got the population. We've got the resources. We don't need nobody. We don't need to borrow money from anywhere in the world. We don't need anybody to loan us anything. We can make use of what we have to build Africa, to build our nation, to build our continent. The world does not understand this new breed, this new generation of Africans. Wherever we are in the world, we believe that we've got what it takes to do what we need to do to build Africa. And that is exactly what Ibrahim Traore is doing in Burkina Faso, is setting an example. And we are all watching. We are paying attention. We are following. I've never been this broken in my entire life when I see the attempt on his life, because he says, go to your country, go build your country. If you have your resources, go use your resources. If you want to take care of your people, you go take care of your people, friends. You don't need to be in Africa. We don't need you. Emmanuel Macron or whatever you call, we don't need you in Africa. We need ourselves. We have our own way of doing whatever we want to do. Don't even think of influencing America and any other person that want to join force with you to touch that young man. You're gonna feel it. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel it. Your people will feel it. Your nation will feel it. We better be careful, because we are in a new generation. We are in a new generation. We are in a new generation. Ibrahim Traore, we see what you're doing. We see the work you're doing. We see how you're mobilizing the nation. We see how you're affecting life. We see the impact you are making. Every single one of us from anywhere in Africa, we are making effort. We are putting our best foot forward to make sure that this generation does not disappoint the next generation. And we are going to build a legacy. We're going to do something in this generation that has never been done before. And we're not afraid of anything. We're not afraid of anything at all. We're going to build our communities. We're going to build our local government. We're going to build our state. We're going to build our nation. All these old guys that are just making noise up and down, going, begging for people, we're just watching them. A time is going to come out. Their cup is running out. Their cup is running out. If you are for Africa, this is the time to speak up. If you are for Africa, this is the time to speak up. Words are not for the wise.
In the heart of West Africa, a quiet revolution is rising. Not one of destruction, but healing. Not led by power-hungry elites, but by a man with a vision. Captain Ibrahim Traore, the youngest head of state in the world. For too long, the wealth of Africa, its gold, its people, its land, have been taken, poisoned, and left in ruins. Illegal mining, foreign interference, broken systems. But Traore is doing something few dare to dream. He's standing up for his people. He's refining gold with his own borders, so the value stays in the hands of the people. He's building rural hospitals, honoring the lives that for so long have been overlooked, and he's investing in agriculture, planting not just crops, but hope. This is leadership rooted in the soil, in dignity, in healing the land and those who walk it. At just 36 years old, Traore is showing the world what it means to lead with purpose. He's not asking for pity. He's asking for unity. He's proving that Africa can rise on its own terms. It's time that we support leaders who protect the land. Support movements that nourish the people. Support Captain Ibrahim Traore and the rebirth of Burkina Faso. If I pronounce his name wrong or the place, it means no disrespect. This is the way that I talk. This is the power of my tongue. But it's time that we stand up for people who are actually standing up for the environment. Because if we don't have an environment, we don't have life. If we don't have an environment, we don't have water. If the environment is destroyed, there is no natural food here, no natural resources. And for too long, European colonization has suppressed natural, feminine, and masculine energy. It has suppressed our connection with the land. And it's time for that shit to stop. Put y'all motherfucking foot down.
This is all I got from this video, and I am going to say a very big shout out to everybody. I see the last video I made about Burkina Faso and also about Ibrahim Traore. I saw very massive support from everybody. It shows that everybody is also very much aware of what is going on. And I am going to say a very big shout out to my brothers and sisters, Black people. I see all your comments. I see how very much knowledgeable you all are about everything going on. And I saw that you all are also sending your support towards us Africans. I really do appreciate it. And now I am going to start with I just want all eyes, because as it stands, I love the fact that everybody is looking out for Burkina Faso. Now, like the young lady spoke about how African leaders could just be a mess. You all already know that, because if you are not for the West, you probably might not last. But if you are for the West, you are going to last as much as you want. And this is the problem majority of Africans are facing. But I keep blaming them for not standing for their own citizen the way other people stand for their own citizen. Right? They come to Africa and steal all the resources, take away all the resources, and then complain about a mass migration into their own country. Because when you remove food from their mouth, where do you expect them to find food? They look for a way they can get food. And I am going to say this: can the Westerners leave Africans alone? You cannot. For how long do they want to continue stealing from Africans? You all call African shithole Africa is a shithole continent, right? But still, you all are looking for what they have. So what are you looking for in that shithole country or continent? Let them be. So far, you all can see how hard President Ibrahim Traore, how hard he's been working. And if you look around, you definitely will see some certain places, like some certain things, the way he's also trying to create employment and all that for his people. And you all remember how, like, grumpy at this point in time France is. They are so much feeling bad. Why? Because they cannot steal what they used to steal from these people. If you have been to Burkina Faso, you definitely will understand what I am saying. That these people, for how long that they've been in in Burkina Faso, these people could not even, couldn't account for it. That president did great by chasing all of them away. And I hope other leaders, other African leaders will wake up and see the way Ibrahim chased all of them away and look for a way to chase them too. Because I know France is also in Nigeria and some other countries. Tell me the reason why Nigerian president is flying every week or every month to France, not just going there to go for a business summit and all that. He travels there, spend a whole weeks before coming back, even when his country is burning. The natural resources that God blessed Africans with, it looks like the resources is not for us. They use it to better their countries. See, the Western world, I want you all to know this, that how great your economy and how good you people are living is being, you all are living off some people in Africa. You all are living off some. I am sorry to sound this way, but this is the truth. And not until we keep saying it, not until we keep talking about it, a lot of people will not know. Majority of the good things you people have is what they took from our countries, from Africa. Because we have puppets as presidents, majority of Africans. That is the kind of president they have. Because the Westerners have already silenced them. It's either you are for them or you are out of the position. But for how long, as African leaders, for how long would you continue to sell your own people out to other people? How long are you going to continue giving away what is for the masses to other continents? I think this is actually a wake-up call for everybody, especially Africans, especially the leaders. Because I want you people to work together. I want you people to work together. That is, if you people want. Is what is going on, is this stoppable? Of course it is. But at least fight hard for us. Fight hard. We need to see you fight. We need to see you that you are working. We need to see that you are trying your best to make sure that our resources are not being taken away. Our resources are not being stolen away. We need to see you work hard because we are not seeing you people work. We are not seeing you people try at all. This is one of the reasons why I choose not to talk on African problems. I have my reason because I don't want to wake up one day and you people will not see me. I love myself that much. Yeah. But still, I am going to say a very big kudos to Ibrahim Traore for what he is doing. And please, I want everybody's eyes to be on Burkina Faso because you all already know the last post that I brought, how they are planning to send somebody over to Burkina Faso. And you all know how the Westerners do when they send their armies over, a Marine Corps. And it's also someone that looks like me. I know he's acting under authority, but there are some things you have to stand. But I am going to draw the curtain here. I appreciate you all saying thank you so much. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.